come on in the room, Lord. Come on in the room. Yeah. Jesus is my doctor. How we doing? Come on in the room. How are we doing, my loves? Yes, give you some space. How are we doing? Well, shout out to my moderators. What's up, Shanza? What's up, Black Lavenza? What's up, Tracy? Let me tell you how I almost started the Love After Lockup live that's scheduled for Friday. YouTube makes it really difficult to see these lives in the order that I put them in. So I was in the Love After Lockup live. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is Atlanta. Sorry, my loves. Sorry. How are we doing? What's up, KT? Hey, Jalen, Tiana, how are you? Hey, Santrice. Hey, Simply Simone. Hey, Esther. Hey, D-Mac. Oh, Bridgerton. I haven't watched it yet. And so far, it's just not for me. But I am waiting for like one of those days that I have off, D-Mac, where I'm just like, I just need something to do. And I've watched everything that I've watched on the ID channel to give it a shot, because a lot of people that I wouldn't think would be into it are into it. Like, my family loves it. My family loves it. I don't know. I think ever since Game of Thrones, I've just been out of that kind of stuff, but maybe I'll get back in. And again, not an ad, but y'all know when I like something, I tell y'all about it. I'm using the I'm Honey Tony Moly hand cream. I got this as a set with the face mask because I really wanted the face mask. This hand cream is the bomb. It's like right up there with my Aveda hand cream that I have. Let me stop saying Aveda. I'm from Philly. Aveda. We call it Aveda. I don't even know why I'm acting brand new. Like we say Aveda. In Philly, it's Aveda. It's Aveda. Oh, see? I'm trying to hold on to this. I gotta find another. I gotta find another. My Dr. Pepper. They don't make the big ones anymore and it's falling apart. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna figure out the recipe. That's what I do. When I can't find something that I love, I just figure out how to make it. DIY Diva. Yes, that's me. Yes, that's me. Let me start my timer. Jesus is my doctor. You better come on in the room. Woo! Hey, Sunshine and Sage. Sunshine and Sage say, hey, I watch every video you post. I'm glad my baby's napping so I could catch this live. Yes, thank you for being here. Maya, what we talk about? What you say was it for you? Oh, hey, F. Usher. That's why I try to do these at 12. I try at 12 because I know on the West Coast, some of you guys are on lunch, and on the East Coast, some of you guys are getting off of work. So I try to make these at a time where I feel like everybody can watch together. Oh, we're talking about Bridgerton. Okay, I get what you're talking about now. Hey, Kimberly. Oh, D-Max said Lady Danbury is you in a nutshell. All right. I'm going to watch it, and she better not be crazy. Oh, yes, Shania. I told you I always was into like Korean skincare because it was affordable. I didn't know it was like good like that. I would get like little things like maybe a mask here and a mask there. But when I really started to get into skincare, I got into skincare in my 30s. Don't do that. If you are somebody who is 25 watching me, start. You have until 26 to start your skincare. Start your skincare now. I waited way too long, but I'm here. I'm doing what I can. Can I tell you, I'm excited and I'm also terrified. So LA, or Cali, the governor is releasing the stay-at-home order that we had, which nobody really abided by that anyway, which is why our morgues are overwhelmed to the point where they're just burning bodies now. And they had to actually stop burning bodies because it was messing up our air quality. We're burning so many bodies, and just the city of Los Angeles alone, they had to release the air quality restrictions because it was so full of, the pollution that we pollute here with all the cars and, the ashes of dead people. So he's lifting Newsom. Man, I voted with you with so much happiness. I'm starting to regret that vote, but he's lifting the ban. And I got to be honest with you guys. I was just like, I can get my nails done. I had a moment, but look at this, guys. I need help. And they're growing so long. I'm jamming them into everything. Oh God, but we really should not be open. Cali should not be open. It's just, I don't know what is going on. Let me tell you something, poor people. What's the limit? Like, what do rich people have to do for you finally to realize that they don't like us? I mean, like, what is it? Like, there needs to be a revolt. Something has to happen because these rich people are doing whatever they want with our lives because we dying. The poors are dying, not them. So they fine lifting the orders because they can go to an island and wait this thing out. We can't have that. And then when the pandemic is over in America, they come here after they done killed everybody on the damn island because they done brought the pandemic there. God, pray for us. Pray for us. F. Usher said, I actually watched this episode. It was cute. The episode was cute. I'm going to try to, y'all know I'm going to talk to y'all and try to make it something, but whoo! Oh, Marlene, I'm from Belgium. Hey, Marlene. Marlene said it's 9:20 here in Belgium and the baby is sleeping. Perfect timing. Yay! I love all the mamas here. Hey, moms. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Star family. Oh, our ear is jacked up, Kimberly. Jacked up. Oh, God. Shania said, press on, baby. Press on. I got a bunch. I actually have a video that I'm going to show you. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I'm starting to do faves because we talk about, like, y'all don't understand, right? When I am doing something on here, or I'm like, because I'm in my room, so like sometimes I get packages delivered and I look through stuff that I'm doing, or I put on lotion, or I have on makeup, or I have on a lip gloss or something. You guys are always asking me about the stuff. Not that it's like, I'm not saying like it's a problem, because you know them YouTubers. You guys are always asking about this. So I'm just like, why not do a video? That's not what's happening here. But I did decide to finally do a favorites because a lot of you have also inboxed me and was just like, if I told you about a lip gloss, you tried it, you loved the lip gloss. Or if I told you about a place to go eat, you tried it and you loved it. Or if I told you about a show that I was watching, you loved it. So I'm just going to start doing these, they're called faves videos, but just sharing things that I like, enjoy, that I think you guys will too. So I got somebody in our Star family. She actually creates press-on nails, and she sent me some, and then she sent me some to give to you guys. So I'm going to do a giveaway with that as well. So I have to check my PO box today because a few of you said that you have sent me some stuff. So I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to put the video up because if you guys have sent me something from your company, I want to put that in the video as well. If I like it, I'm gonna tell y'all. I love y'all, and I will shout you out for sharing stuff with me. But if it's not for me, and if I don't think it's for my subscribers, I'm just not going to share it. I'm gonna give you a shout out, but I'm not going to, act like it's something that I use and something that I think could benefit everybody here. But I will give you a shout out. So thank you all for who have ever sent me something. But yeah, I was like, why not? So you could just, no shade, so you can have all the information there. And when you need something, I could just tag you in that video because, baby, let me get it. This lip gloss, I've sent this out to probably every subscriber I have here. Hold on. Ciao. I wish I would have bought stock in Becca. This one, Becca's Glow Gloss in, what is it, Geode or something? Geode. Everybody asked me about this, and I keep on sending this out. And I'm like, at some point, Becca going to have to just send me some because I have given this to you so many times. Everybody asked me about this. Black, white, like, you know what I mean? Various shades. Men have inboxed me, but just like, my girlfriend will look good in that. What is this? And I'm like, here you go, bro. Here you go. Oh no, we weren't. OC wasn't open up here. There's my nail salon that I go to all the time. I walk by there every day just to see. Are you doing nails? No, the order is still on. Okay. Hey, Ashby13. What's up, Lady Virgo? Hey, Dwayne. Yeah, we should not be opening up at all. What's up, Advice Queen? I'm going to, Tracy, just because of the time, I'm just going to do the monthly. I'm just going to do a month of each one. I'm going to do 2 videos next month because one is just going to be dedicated to Black-owned businesses and brands and companies, and just that I enjoy, and I think you guys will enjoy too. And then one's going to be for Valentine's Day, because I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a festive hoe. Me and my family, we are festive about every holiday, except for the 4th of July. I think you know why. So, but we're really like festive about those, about holidays. And we do a big for V-Day with or without a man. So I want to show you some of my favorite Valentine's Day stuff. Yeah, Becca need to run me my coin. I will say she know how to do a chocolate lipstick for Black girls. Basically, Brittany is in the building. Big B, and the B stands for Brittany. What's up? What's up, girl? Oh, it does? Oh, it does. Shannon Van said that my backdrop looks like a jellyfish. It does. Yes. Chocolate Geo. I don't even know why I'm putting this on. I'm about to go. After this video, I'm doing The Bachelor. Not Batch Chat, not The Bachelor. The Bachelor's tomorrow. I'm finally getting my steps in. It looks better with her chocolate lipstick, but this is the one. Ciao. I've sent that out so many times. So I'm just going to do a phase video. So whenever you ask me about something, I'm going to be like, girl, I talked about that in January. Here's the video. Here's all the information. Here's the coupon that I use. And I got sent, I was sent something. I have 2 things that I was sent to have giveaways. So those giveaways are coming. And then I have one more thing that I was sent, and it's like a 90% off coupon. So if it's for you, it's beauty. Them beauty brands be watching me. I'm like, all right. Okay, girl. What's up, Tartar? What's up, Philly in the building? Hey, Cammy, I'm so glad you're here. What's up, Antilles 86? Hey, Kiki. Hey, Chrissy Howard said, hey, my love. I was just watching the OC. Thank you. It's almost time. I was just watching the OC review. Great review, by the way. However, I do need to make a correction. Guy, that's Bronwyn's. Oh, yeah. Everybody has been telling me about that. Let me tell you something. Thank you, Chrissy Howard. The guy that's Bronwyn's mom called the N-word is actually one of the funders of the show. Can I tell y'all, when I do OC and Salt Lake City together, all the comments, about 99.9% of the comments are about Salt Lake City, because y'all don't care about Orange County. Only me and Jill Inform care about Orange County. And what's the other one? I forgot to watch her. On Kind TV. We're the only ones who care about Orange County. Nobody else cares, right? When I did that video, a majority of the comments are about y'all letting me know that the brother that I thought was a security guard is actually one of the funders, okay? Y'all, listen, y'all was just like, oh no. Y'all gonna get his job title right. So thank you for that, Chrissy Howard. But nobody corrected me about the N-word. So I guess Bronwyn's mother did actually call him that. I believe it. Simply Simone, we're going to talk about that in the next live. Baby, Dale is doing the most, but I told y'all. Oh, you can't see me? Hold on. That's another thing. Give me a thumbs up if I'm good. Like if y'all can see me and hear me clearly. I'm so sorry, guys. AT&T, It's not good, but this is they have a monopoly on my neighborhood, so I can't get anything better. This is it. Hey, El Boogie. Oh, what? SCP said Jill informed haven't done a video since last year. I hope she's okay. Oh no. I hope so too. Tracy said Kenya Sands about to be mad at me. Oh, you guys can see me? Okay, let's get started. If you are just here for the review, beloveds, it starts right now. Also, if you are new here, I normally start my videos. I wait for about, it's supposed to be about 5 or so minutes before I actually get on from the time that I say, just so you guys can get in the room, because what happens is when I get on and I start, YouTube just takes a while to notify you guys. So I try to at least give about 15 or so minutes concerning the video for you guys to get in the room. So I wait about 5 or so minutes before I actually hop on, and then I do about 10 minutes. This today took a little longer because listen, I was trying to think of a lie to tell you guys, but I'm not gonna lie. I had Special K cereal, and never, just if you're a YouTuber, never eat brand cereal before you have to do anything. Just anything, especially Alive, because baby, it gets the job done. But my God, today it is like a colonoscopy. Anyway, no, is that is that the right thing? Anyway, I went to performing arts high school. Let's talk about it. Oh God, is this happening? This is happening. Y'all know what I gotta do. Y'all know what I gotta do. My notes aren't here. So let's talk amongst ourselves. You turn my phone off. One day I'm gonna get free of this. Should I free ball it? No, I'm not gonna free ball it. I'm gonna miss something. I'm gonna talk to y'all for like 2 minutes and then I'm gonna turn this back on. Oh, Chrissy, I'm sorry. Yeah, just refresh or just close out and come back. I hope it works. Yeah, RHOA, I'm sorry. I'm telling you, I don't even get the live notifications all the time. And it's me. I'm like, my own channel ain't notifying me. So I don't know. It just takes you guys a while to like get the notifications. And I wish they were better about it, which is why now I'm just going to be more consistent about putting the reviews up a week in advance. The reason why I don't like to do that is because I'm a freelancer. I work when I can get work. You know what I mean? I don't have 9 to 5. I don't have a 9 to 5 job. My hours aren't set like that. When there's work, I just have to take it. So because I don't have a schedule, I don't like to do that. But I just, I'm just going to start doing that now and changing it if I have to, so you guys can get the notification early, because I just cannot depend on YouTube to do that before I go on. Yes, El Boogie, it was me. It was me. And I was just eating it for a snack. I wasn't trying to eat it for no results. But now that I know, that Special K does the job, girl. Colonic. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. JB says what? Thank you. My bidet. Oh, darn it. See, I wish I would just start vlogging, because my bidet, my portable bidet is here. It just arrived. I got a notification before I got on from Amazon that my bidet is here, my portable bidet. Not doing a review on that. Listen, I've shared enough here, but I'm excited. I'm excited. You know what, guys? I'm really hurt. F Usher, I did not know that. I had 2 bananas and the Special K. I just wanted a healthy snack. Yeah, get yourself some Special K. Not an ad. It does what it needs to do. I was like, oh God, why now? Why now? But it happens. You know what? I'm seeing a comment and I'm just so hurt. I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt by it. But I keep on seeing this. Everybody is saying, wait a minute, what the hell's going on in my notes? Everybody keeps on saying that they haven't watched Atlanta since episode 1. Like a lot of y'all have just, I don't know what's going on. Oh God, they're gonna make me do the notes from my freaking computer. What is going on? All right, well, my notes aren't here. So I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to do them from my computer. I'm going to, Jesus, this is going to be so tacky. Damn it. Damn it. I don't know why they didn't copy. Lives. Let me see if I do this. Why not? What is going on? I have to click out of my notes app. I gotta wait for my iCloud to load. Let me see if that happens. That makes it better. Let me go to iCloud. No, I don't know why I didn't do it. It normally copies, guys. I don't know. All right. Moderators. So guys, if you send your girl a super chat, I'm gonna try to do my best to catch it, but I'm gonna be on my computer right now because my notes just, oh, they copied. Okay. I spoke too soon. They copied over on my phone. Whew. I hate doing that because my eye line is weird, so I don't like doing that. But we could do it now. Okay, we're gonna do this again. All right, if you are just here for the review, beloveds, it starts right now. You guys know I used to check them before, but since I updated my phone, I did not have to do that because I had to do another upload. I didn't have to do it, but now I'm just going to have to keep on doing it every time. Anyway, Kenya and Toya, I'm tired. I'm tired of this fake lesbian storyline. It's just, I think when they tried it in the beginning, it didn't work. So the fact that they keep on staying here with it, I'm like, okay. Because who goes out to brunch with their girlfriend and they bring panties? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, oh, here are some bra and panties that I never wore. Oh, look how skinny I used to be. Ooh, let me smell your coochie through the panties. Like, we don't do this, guys, you know, and I'm not even gonna put this on lesbians. I don't think this is something that lesbians do. You know, I don't know a lot of lesbians, but you know, I'm just, even if you're having sex with a person, do you do that? It's just, it's weird. It's doing too much. And because I don't believe it, it annoys me, right? Because this is the thing. I know a lot of this stuff isn't real, but I hate when I can see your storyline. I hate it because for me, if I can catch it, I don't think you're doing your job. And I'm paying you with my eyes, okay, watching this show. And if you're putting up stuff that is just very amateur and just clear as day that this is a storyline because you really don't have anything going on, I'll get bored, right? And then I'll get annoyed. And that's where I'm at. I'm annoyed now with this, especially when Latoya smell her panties. This, like, let's be real. Women, we don't do this, right? We're not going to go out to brunch. You put a bag saying, oh, here are some bra and panties that I never wore. Even if you never wore them, we don't do this. We're not exchanging panties over pancakes. That's just not how girlfriend relationships are. This is unreal. This is something a man wrote up and tried to make it, you know, this is probably how a man sees lesbian, bi-curious relationships. And he wrote this mess up because any woman would be like, what's that? Your bra and panties. Why you bring that here? Oh, no, girl, I'm okay. No, I don't need no bra and panties. I'm good. Thank you. That's not normal for us. We don't do panty exchanges. That is not normal for, especially, you know, if you a juicy woman, you're not trying to do no panty exchange. That's weird. It was just really weird, and it just took me out of it. I'm like, also, we're in a panna cotta, a pancetta, a pan's labyrinth. Why are we exchanging panties? What is it? It just didn't make any sense, and it bothered me so much. Even though Kenya, yes, she said, oh, I never wore them or whatever. That's fine, right? I just don't think that this is something that we do. Not in my experience. And I've had girlfriends. Yeah, first of all, I mean, my girlfriend's been riding since we were like 13 years old. And then before then, you know what I mean? I had girlfriends like this. my friends that I've known since I was like 13, we have yet to do the panty exchange. We clothes, of course, panties, bras, and I just, maybe I'm just built different because I worked in retail, okay? And I just don't do outside panties. First of all, I don't exchange panties with my friends. I don't exchange panties or bras with anybody, right? Especially thongs. What the hell, girl? Anyway, outside panties, I mean the panties that like aren't in, that you didn't like order, that were sealed or packaged. I don't do them. If it's not a packaging, if it's not a sealing on it, if I don't have to break open the panties, I'm not wearing them. I'm not wearing them. Here is why. I worked in retail. Y'all return them panties, even with the little sticker in the coochie section, they still put it back on the floor. They're supposed to throw that stuff away. I've had enough general managers take them funky panties and put them back on the floor and somebody buys them. I don't want to call no names, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Always got them panties out. Just picking them up, taking them home. A lot of y'all don't be washing them and putting them on your bodies. I'm letting y'all know this right now. Those panties, a lot of those panties are used. They are not throwing away that merchandise, especially if lingerie, cute little panties is their bread and butter. You think they throwing away every panty that's returned? This is abnormal. We don't do this. We don't do this. And I think they were pushing that because they're supposed to be like, you know, bi-curious or something like that. So it's just like, oh, what would bi-curious women do? Exchange panties over pancakes? A man wrote that. That is a man's storyline. I'm telling you, I guarantee you that Cynthia or LaToya had a man that's their story producer and story editor. I guarantee you it's a man behind this foolishness. As soon as they did that, I was just like, ooh, what is this? Oh, this is new. This is new. Anyway, don't buy them outside panties. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So Kenya. So they're, you know, this is the annual group trip that they're all doing, and they threw it on Kenya to plan. So Kenya is planning this trip for the ladies, and she's putting the other ladies on a sprinter. But her and LaToya, the girl that she's, you know, attracted to, are going on a jet with Kenya and her nanny in Brooklyn. Was Kenya being shady? Yes. When is she not being shady? When is she not being messy? When is she not being the villain? When is she not stirring the pot? However, I don't think that it was this big of a deal that the ladies are going to make it, right? She is going down there early and she's putting herself on a private jet. Okay, you guys are on a sprinter. Okay, not that big of a deal. Shady, absolutely. The big deal that you guys are going to make it, no. It's just not. It's Kenya. Y'all been filming with her for this long. You know how she is. You know what she does. She's done worse. She's done worse to warrant the reaction y'all gonna give her. This is just like, okay. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. This is what happened, right? Kenya wanted to take a private jet. She didn't want to get on the sprinter with the baby, with the nanny, with LaToya. She just didn't want to do that. So she wanted to get a private jet. The show not paying for that. The show is not going to pay for that. The show pays for sprinters. They're not paying for private jets. If you ever see housewives on private jets, it's because they own them or they were able to pay for them. Hello, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and the Real Housewives of New York. They pay for them jets. They got the coin. If you want to take a jet, you got to pay for it. The show is not going to pay for it. And Kenya even said, she was just like, when it gets to, you know, to be a larger jet to take more people, it gets expensive. And if they want to do something like that, they have to pay for it because she paid for that jet trip. The show ain't paying for that. They're not. They don't pay for jets. Every time you've ever seen a private jet, it has been somebody's friend or somebody had paid for it. What's that? Tinsley. No, that's not Tinsley. What's the other one? Sutton. That was Sutton's private jet that the ladies went on. Sutton. And Sutton paid for that. The show pays for sprinters. They're not going to pay for a private jet. So Kenya wanted to do a private jet. So she paid for a private jet. The shadiness is in not telling the ladies or not even offering it up to say, hey, I want to do a private jet. we all got to put some money in. That's the shadiness, not considering them. Not that big of a deal. Y'all know good and well that show is not going to pay for y'all to get on no jet. It's wrong. I think they should pay for the Real Housewives of Atlanta to get on a private jet. Let's be real. This show makes this network. Nobody, even though a lot of us are not even watching it, they still are the highest rated. They still bring the most money into Bravo. So they should have the cream of the crop. They should be able to do whatever the hell they want. If they want a private jet, they're going to get a private jet, right? That's how it should be for the ladies, but it's not, right? Why the hell is the sun setting? It's 12 o'clock here. End of days. But that's how it should be, right? But it's not, unfortunately, and we all know why. But if y'all want a private jet, you got to get a private jet. She was wrong for not, or I'm not going to say wrong, but she was just being shady for not considering them. And she knew she was being shady because when she talked to Drew, she asked her not to say anything because she knew. I think it was Drew's reaction as well that Kenya was just like, you know what, let me tell her to be quiet. Because Drew was like, oh, private jet. Oh, so she knew. She absolutely knew what she was doing. I just don't think it's as big as a deal as the ladies are going to make it out to be. It's Kenya. You know what? Speaking of Drew, hold on. Yeah, speaking of Drew, like I said, I think that Drew made a great first impression for season 1 concerning her and her family. Drew is a package deal with her family. I don't think Drew without her family could have been this interesting. The whole family just is a really interesting dynamic. I will say this, Ralph is not the best husband on the show, or comes off as the best husband on the show, especially since we still don't know what happened with him in Tampa. Hopefully he told his wife, but as of right now, we don't know what he was doing in Tampa. I will say though, when this couple is good, they're good. I just enjoyed watching them two together. I enjoyed him gassing her up. I enjoyed him, talking about her hair. And he was just like, what are we going to name this one? I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I love when your man help you name your wigs. Or like your weave ponytails. Isn't that cute? This one, we're going to call her Sasha. Wiggies and weave ponytail girls. Do you do that with your man? Or have you done that? I love that. I love that part. I was like, oh, they're at the wig naming stage. I love that. If you're watching, name my wigs. Anyway, I thought it was cute. When they're good, they're good. When they're bad, they're bad. Either way, it's entertaining to watch. It really, really is. These two are entertaining. What we gonna name her? And cute. Ralph. So the ladies are arriving at this dinner that Drew threw for the ladies. And Ralph is just really excited. I'm not saying that he's excited because it's about to be a bunch of beautiful Black women with big butts in his home. Maybe that was it. But I think he's really happy that his wife is on this show. I think that Ralph is a fan of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is why I think he was comfortable with the cameras, which is why I think he was comfortable performing and putting it all out there. I think he's a fan of the show. And I think he's happy that his wife is on the show and that he's on the show because he made sure that he was in every scene. He was the butler. He was the waiter. He was, just serving everybody. He was an usher, walking them to their seats. He was just really happy to be there and be in the mix. And dare I say, is he going to be the next Patricia Thomas Bailey? I can see that from Ralph. I can't see that from the other men, but I can see Ralph getting involved because Ralph is a fan. I can see him getting involved. But I don't mind it. Listen, Drew and her family give good TV. They give good TV. I'm telling you, they're going to get a spinoff. They are going to get a spinoff. They give good TV. So while the ladies have gathered for this dinner that Drew was throwing, I don't know why LaToya didn't show up. It just was really weird to me that you have all this to say about this girl. You're new on the show, so you need to get as much camera time as you want, as you can get. But you don't show up to this dinner. What is more important than this big check that you're getting? Because listen, I know she makes a lot of money from YouTube. It can't be as big as this Bravo check. You know what? Nobody knows you. You're not. No, I'm not saying that nobody knows you, but you're not like a celebrity in, respected circles. So the YouTube check might be bigger. Maybe she was filming a haul. Anyway, she didn't show up. She didn't show up, and it was just weird to me. I'm like, this is your first season. You got to come to everything, but she didn't show up. But I was just shocked because every time LaToya is in the scene, she has something to say about Drew. So why wouldn't you come to this and say it to her face? We playing like that? We playing like that? Okay. So all the ladies show up except for LaToya, and Portia takes this time to produce. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it because listen, they're there having a good time, but this is a TV show and y'all got to give us some drama. So she pulls out a big wooden spoon and starts stirring the pot. And she says to Drew, oh, LaToya isn't here? Wow, I'm shocked because she had a lot of stuff to say about you. She was talking about how your wig is dusty. It looked a mess. It shifted. The glue was coming off. It was cracking around the edges. Like Portia just put it all out there. Everything that LaToya said, because we saw it in a flashback, Portia just said it back. Word for word, bar for bar, okay? Then she looked over and she was like, yeah, I heard it because I was there. But also, so was Candy and Cynthia. And Cynthia was like, Cynthia don't like being in no mess. She hates being in mess. If she could just be the friend that is neutral and have a good time on the show, that's what she would be. When she gets pulled into stuff, she's so uncomfortable. She just sat there and she was like, I just looked at the ground. But Drew handled it. She handled it like a champ. Like she was just like, oh my goodness, why? I don't even know the girl. She took it in stride and didn't allow the dinner to go way left because it could have went way left. Another person who didn't allow it to go way left was Kenya, which I was shocked by. One, LaToya is your friend, right? Portia and Drew are talking about her. You're not saying anything. Two, Drew looks at her and she says, well, this was my quarantine wig. I was doing the best I can. Like, this is what I can do. This is what I'm showing up in. But why is she saying anything about me? Look at what Kenya showed up in. Why did Kenya catch a stray? Why did Kenya catch a stray? I was like, Drew. She was just like, yeah, she's doing the best she can as well. I mean, she's a gorgeous girl, but she's trying. Was like, Drew, why did Kenya catch a stray? But I was shocked because Kenya just started laughing and just like took it in stride. And the dinner was able to still be a success. I enjoyed that, right? Because there was conflict, but it didn't destroy the night. Maybe I'm just growing. Maybe I'm maturing because I don't live for the drama as much as I used to. Oh God, this is what maturity is. Damn it. Because I would have wanted, a drink thrown back in the day. But now I'm just like, oh, you guys were able to get past that and move forward. Or just like not ruin the night. I kind of enjoyed it. But, she did drag her in her confessional because that's where Kenya is best. But, they were still able to have a really good time. Even after that. Like, I'm sorry, Kenya shocked me at this dinner. Because after Drew came for her, after she caught a little stray, she laughed it off. Then they start talking about the trip. Drew, who already knows that Kenya and LaToya are going on a private jet and already knows that Kenya doesn't want her to say anything to the ladies because they had a text exchange. She already knows this. So Drew says to Kenya, oh, how are you getting there? Girl, she told you, right? And then Kenya's just like, oh, we're getting there before. We're just gonna travel there. Really, on what? What are you traveling on? Drew is something else. I'm starting to like her. She comes off a little plain when she's with her family. Like the family is a bit more interesting to me at this point than Drew. But I'm looking at little pot stirrer, and I'm like, oh, you have your ways. I like it. I like it because I just would not have expected that from her. I was looking like, Drew, oh, you being big messy. Because I guess since Kenya told her not to say it, Drew wanted Kenya to say it in front of the ladies because then that let her know that there was a problem. So she tried to expose her in front of the group. But again, Kenya took it in stride. And I was like, you must really be going through it because you are not attending the mess that is being thrown to you. And I'm a little shocked. I'm a little shocked. Pleasantly surprised, but shocked. So after, the dinner is still a success after Drew was being big messy with that private jet conversation. I started to see, I've been seeing it. I don't know if it'll manifest this season, but I think it might manifest next season. I'm starting to see some cracks in Candy's and Kenya's relationship. Because when they got outside, Candy was just like, so you really taking a private jet? Really? Just for you on the 20? Okay. And even in her confessionals, Candy has always defended Kenya. She's not defending her like she used to. She even coming for her lightly. And I hope the private jet isn't the thing that breaks up this friendship. But it seems like there's some cracks. I guess because Nene is no longer there, I guess Candy doesn't really have a need to really invest in this relationship anymore. Because I think she was more or less taking up for Kenya because Kenya was the arch nemesis of Nene, who was always coming for Candy. So I guess that Nene is no longer there. Candy can breathe a little bit. And now that she's breathing, she's starting to see some things that she does not like. Or she probably saw those things before, but they never bothered her as much as Nene. Now that presence is gone, now she got time to focus, and she's focusing on Kenya. Because I was just like, ooh, that was real. That wasn't scripted or anything. Candy was getting a car. So you really taking a private jet? Really? Okay. Ooh! Ooh! Going back to Drew's wig or whatever, and LaToya saying that stuff about her, I felt bad for Drew in that moment. Not like her, her feelings were obviously hurt, but it's so exhausting when you find out that somebody who does not know you, have never, met you, probably saw you in passing, and it was just, a quick second, has an issue with you. It's so exhausting because it's like, what, you have no reason, right? You're just picking something to find a reason to not like me. So exhausting. It's so unnecessary, especially at our big ages. But I guess LaToya is looking for something. I think that she's not going to come after an OG. She's probably just going to come after the new girl to have some drama. And it's like, girl, you just doing too much for no reason. Because Drew is paying you dust. Like, she was able to handle that like a champ. She was just like, oh my goodness, why? I don't know her. I don't know why she would say that. And just like was able to move on. But it just felt like it was just exhausting because I honestly hate it. I've had it done to me. I've seen it done to other people. And I can never make sense of it. I can never make sense of you not liking a person you never met or like interacted with. Like, I can understand you spending time with a person and being like, yeah, this isn't going to work. Like, I would be better off not being around you. But to just form an opinion of not liking someone and have spent no time with them, it's exhausting. It looks poorly on LaToya, and it just looks really thirsty. It's like, so you coming in with a beef that is never manifested, but you're going to talk it into something that you can't handle. Because I'm telling y'all, word on the street is that this is when the season will pick up. That Drew and LaToya are going to go at each other, and Drew is going to pull a stunt that is going to have Twitter in stitches. Stay woke, because I heard about the stunt, and when I heard it, I was like, ooh. Drew gonna become your girl. If y'all not a Drew fan now, you will. Like, you know what I mean, on the show. Because we stand nobody here but the Lord. But yeah, I've heard about the stunt, and I think that Drew is going to be the victor in this situation. And I think LaToya is going to be in a situation where it was just like, you should have just sat there and ate your food. You should have never came for this girl. I think that's what's going to happen with LaToya, because she's doing too much. She's doing too much, and none of it is landing. That's the issue. None of the stunts that she is pulling is landing. None of the stuff, the message she's trying to stir up is landing. Everybody's paying her dust. It's like with Kenya and Portia. Like Kenya keeps on trying to come for Portia, and Portia's just paying her dust. And it just makes Kenya look foolish. I feel that's the same thing happening with Drew. Now, Drew, I like you, but I got to get you together. Because in Drew's confessional, she asked, like, what does LaToya do? And no, she's asked, what LaToya do? And Drew is just like, isn't she like a YouTuber? Oh, is that a job? Let me tell you something, honey. These babies over here eating. It's 9-year-olds on here who are making what you have made in your whole lifetime in a day. Stay humble. Stay humble, because what's going to happen is we're going to see you on here too, trying to do this. Because that's what happens. Reviewers watch these shows, get the engagement, and then y'all come on here from the shows that we watch, and y'all try to do your own little show. But y'all getting the same views that we get, and we don't even have any of your subscribers. Like, we can't even touch what you have, but you're getting the same views that we are getting because you're not in your lane. You don't know how to do this. You act. I get it. It was a lot easier for me to transition to not transition, but to do YouTube because I'm an actor, right? But you still don't know what comes with this. There's still like a learning curve. So listen, LaToya is messy. I honestly get that, but don't put her down, because she's probably making more money than you, and you're a certified actress that has worked in TV. Because let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Until you get to A-list status, until you're writing and executive producing, you ain't making jack bleep as an actress. Let's be completely real here. Until you get on a Shonda Rhimes show on one of them 3 big networks, until you in like season 6, you're not making no coin, mama. You know, like the deals, the offers, and all that stuff is great. But after LA take that tax out, after your manager, your agent, after your mortgage, after the car come out, after the publicist and all that other money come out, hair, makeup, all that, after all that stuff comes out, you're not making nothing. So let's stay humble. Let's stay in our lanes, because I was the same way. I told y'all about how like my reps at the time did not want me to do this because actors look down on this, right? But then you get here and you have this independence and this freedom, and you actually enjoy what you're doing, and it's you have a totally different perspective. So I get where Drew is coming from, but I gotta check her, because it's that snobby industry ignorance, looking down on people because they're on this platform that you think is beneath the platform that you were doing. And also you think, well, I have this experience and I have this training. Not everybody has the same opportunities that you have. Not everybody has the money or the passion to want to put money into something, but they can sit here in front of a camera and entertain their audience, just like what you're doing. LaToya is messy, but you are no better than her in career. Y'all on the same damn show. She's a YouTuber, but y'all on the same damn show. Maybe not at the same rate. She might be getting more because she gets a nice coin. Like that just bothered me, because it's something that is very apparent within the industry. Very apparent. Now everybody want to do the streaming service stuff, right? So now the industry is changing a bit because they realize this is where the money is. But you still have a lot of performers who think they're too good for this platform. We'll see you on here soon and very soon. When that money dry out, when that show don't get renewed, when you're not asked back, we'll see you soon and very soon. How humbling will that moment be? Stay in your lane, sweetie. Love you and your family on the show, but keep your mouth off of YouTubers. Ciao. If we really add up you and LaToya coin, she's eating you for filth. Eating you. Girl, bye. So let's get to the whole Sprinter fiasco. So the ladies are on their way to this vacation and this girls trip in South Carolina. Of course, Dennis drops off Portia to the Sprinter that they're about to get on. Of course. But this is the thing. I don't have a problem with a man with kids, especially at my big age. Okay. But I try to steer clear of that. Here is why. Baby mamas and baby daddies, they could do all that fighting on Facebook, do all that fighting in court about, custody, They can do all that mess. They still banging. They still banging. It takes them a while to stop the sex. They'll do all that fighting. They'll start a whole fight at Chuck E. Cheese. You know, they'll probably even get arrested. They are still banging. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because they have children together and they feel like they got this connection. And so because they have a child together, they are owed each other's genitals and they just feel like, it, you know, I've been here before, so this is easier for me. I don't know what it is, but they still have a connection outside of that freaking child. Because them baby daddies is always falling into that familiar baby mama coochie while dragging her on Facebook. Still banging her. That's how she come up with another one. And then the excuse is, well, I just want my kids to have the same father. Why y'all got boyfriends and girlfriends? Why y'all dating different people, but y'all still coming together to have kids? Them genitals are too familiar. Something happens when they have a child together. Something happens and they just keep on just falling into the sex. Falling into the sex. It's too familiar. It's too familiar. I don't want to be that person that has to have, you know, the baby mom has to be dead. I don't want to be that person. I've grown from that. I used to be, but I've grown from that. But there needs to be a lot of time, something, because I just don't trust it. I just don't trust it. It's something in there where they just have a connection. I've seen it. I've seen it with people in my family, like the older people in my family. Let them start reminiscing about something. You know, all the baby daddy got to say is, oh, remember when we took all the kids to Dorney Park? The baby mom. You remember that? That was like 15 years ago. Yes. And little Rakeem got sick on a ride and you had to pick him up and you had to walk him over, you know, to the emergency room that was there. And we slept there the whole night. Why y'all reminiscing like that in front of me? Like, what is going on? Now, Dennis and Portia, here we go. Oh, no, I'm not having sex with him. No, he just came over and dropped. Why he got to be your Uber? Because he got your daughter, right? So that's the excuse. It's just like, oh, well, no, he's going to need a ride because he want to spend time with the baby. And then it just got late. So he stayed over to spend time with his child. And I'm sitting there in his apartment angry because he's not calling me, but I got to sit there and be okay with him saying, oh, I fell asleep playing with my son. You fell into some coochie. Don't play me. Dennis and Portia, right here. This is why I try to steer clear. I'm not judging. There's nothing wrong with you having children. We all have lived a life. But I just don't want to be in a relationship where I'm going to be on edge. I don't care if you tell me that she crazy, that you hate her. Y'all do all that. So, oh, she crazy. I hate her. I don't want nothing to do with her. Next thing you know, so we get a baby shower notification. I thought you hated this chick. Oh, well, you know. See what I'm saying? So I was not shocked that Dennis dropped her off. I was not shocked that she already had her speech prepared. And now we didn't do nothing. No, he was just here for that baby. Girl. Ma'am, he never stopped hitting. Come on, we're grown. We're adults here. You never stop sleeping with them. And the excuse that you're going to make is, well, that's my baby father. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be out in the streets just having sex with random people. So I know him. I know he good. You can lie to your friends. You can lie to the cameras. But Portia, we know what's going on. We're all adults here. Of course he dropped you off. He spent the night. He spent the night. That familiar penis just slept downstairs on the couch. You big and grown with all them freaking hormones. Come on. He never stopped hitting. You telling us that because you don't want to look foolish. I get it. Now I ain't talking to him. Not after what he did to me after he broke my heart. Girl, get out of here. Get out of here. We're adults. We know what's going on. So I was not shocked at all that he dropped her off. Anyway, they get in this hot sprinter. And this is the thing, right? Kenya taking a private jet is going to be a huge problem that it shouldn't be, right? I said it's not a big deal, but there are things adding up to that is going to make this a bigger deal than what it is. So Kenya's on this private jet. She's posting pictures whatever, of Brooklyn on the jet. And she's already there, right? So now the ladies are like, oh, she's on the jet. We're on the Sprinter. So, of course, she got there before us. Some of the ladies are arriving. They're telling Marlo about it. Marlo is not helping. She's on a private jet. What? So Marlo isn't helping the situation. So now in their minds, they're like Latoya and Kenya is, they're drinking their wine. They're there because they got there in 2 minutes. They were comfortable and cozy on a private jet. We're on this tight Sprinter. It's not tight, but they're angry, right? So everything is going to annoy them. Now the air ain't working. So that's another problem. Now Drew was telling them that Kenya didn't want her to tell the girls about it. So now they're like, oh, she plotting, she's scamming, she's scheming. So they're all angry. So this is going to be a lot bigger than it should have been because of the circumstances that come with this situation. Because I don't think that Sprinter was that hot. They taking Sprinters everywhere. But now, since Kenya want to get on a little jet and then not tell them, they're like, oh, she's shady. She's doing that to hurt us. She's being exclusive. Why couldn't we all do it? Oh, this Sprinter is so hot. Turn on the air. What the bus driver do? Why y'all cussing him out about the air? Y'all never had a problem with the air before, but this time, y'all got a problem because y'all want to be on the jet. But you're on this Sprinter. And Kenya and Latoya, the new girl, took a jet to this vacation spot. So now y'all pissed. Now everything is going to bother them. Oh, God. I'm telling you, all the arguments are going to happen at this trip is because of this jet. It's one little moment is going to cause so many fights because we saw it in the preview. Now they mad at her about crab cakes. It's not about the crab cakes. It's about the private jet. I'm telling you guys, all the arguments are going to stem from this. And Kenya, you're also putting icing on the cake by being shady with the rooms. Oh my God. It's really, I'm telling you, they do this to get a reaction out of everybody because it's really not hard to find a vacation spot that has nice rooms. There are vacation spots that cater to that, right? So it's really not difficult, but they do that to get a reaction out of the ladies and Kenya trying to be shady, giving people certain rooms, and it's just like, well, you gonna get it. But I think that Kenya is not expecting to not have any allies in this situation. I think her only ally is going to be Latoya and Cynthia, because I'm starting to see some cracks in Candy, because the way Candy was looking in that Sprinter, seeing some cracks. I'm seeing some cracks. And I think not next episode, probably the episode after. That's when we'll get Strippergate. I'm so over it. I hate the fact that these ladies are so freaky. Listen, I like women being open, especially Black women. We can never own our sexuality because our sexuality has been bastardized and fetishized and all of that stuff. I'm not bothered by that, right? I'm just bothered that it's just so exclusively vulgar on this show. We don't see it on any other show, any other housewife show. But this one, we are just going to magnify that Jezebel stereotype. It's just the optics. Be sexual. We all are, but the optics. The optics. Let me get my phone because I dropped it. Thank God it didn't shatter. This damn concrete, fake European floor. Anyway, y'all know I hate these floors. What is the I think that's the only thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, two things. The vacation spot is cute. I've always wanted to do a little trip like that down in South Carolina by the waterfront. I think I saw a Black coming of age movie that was based in a vacation spot in South Carolina on the water. I think so. I think that's where I've always wanted to go. Or was that the Inkwell? You know what? Anyway, I want to do something like that. That looks really, nice and fun. I feel like I could get a better looking vacation spot, but this was cute. This was cute for the budget, but it was cute. It was cute, but I would definitely love to do something like that. A nice little girls trip. Oh, this was cute. I enjoyed it. Also, before I end, Mark, you're petty. Oh, you are so petty. You are so petty. We already know what Brooklyn looks like. We have seen her on the show. Now, every time we see Brooklyn, her face got to be blurred because he won't give permission for her to film on the show. Let the baby eat right along with her mama. You're blocking Brooklyn's coins. God, maybe that's another reason why she's having a difficult time. on this show because you know Bravo hates when you hide stuff. They don't like that. That's why Sutton got dropped down to friend of the show, which shows you the impact of Kenya, because she can't show her children on the show, her daughter on the show, but she's still a main cast member. They don't do that. If they can't film your kids, your mans, and all of that stuff, they drop you down to friend. She's still holding a peach. Her impact. That's all I want to talk about in this review. If you are just here for that, beloveds, we're done. We're going to get into the chit chatter. It's going to go way left. They always do. Stay or don't. I was glad you're here anyway. Anyway, we're done. Let's talk. Let's jam. We're going to talk until about 1:40 because I want to get off of here and get ready for the Bachelor, because I just got some new tea that I want to look into before I give it to you. Batch chat. Yes, let's get the likes up, my loves. Listen to our girl Shonda. Oh, Cynthia was definitely smart coming by herself. Who does that? There's a housewife that always does that, and everybody hates it, but I would do it. Is it Bethany? No, Bethany sometimes goes with the ladies. There was another housewife who always traveled by herself. She was like, I'm not doing that. I'll get there another way. JB says what? I get it. No AC in the summer, especially if it's humid, is very brutal. I think they were already annoyed, so I think they just made the air bigger than it really was. That's what I think. Virgin Love 8. Okay. Said, well, she did get the idea from Portia, and Kenya is wrong. She's terrible. Who are we talking about? Well, she did get the idea from Portia, and Kenya is wrong. She's terrible. Oh, the private jet. Are we talking about that? Yeah, KT, they always fight about the rooms. And that's why I think they're always picking not the best vacation spot that has good rooms. There are a lot of places they can find that have great room selections, but that wouldn't make great TV. I think I dropped something. What it look like, Daddy? What it look like? I ain't dropping that. Okay, thank the Lord. I thought I dropped something else. Tony, they might be tired of having room issues, but the show isn't. They love it. They do it on every show. Every time there's a girls' trip, there's always drama with the rooms. Ramona started it. Ramona and what's her name? What's the other lady? Oh, did I forget her name? Shantae? Sonia. Ramona and Sonia started the room drama on these shows, and because it was a huge hit, their scenes, they started doing that with all the other housewife shows. So now every time there's a trip, all the housewives have problems with rooms. I don't think that's real. KT said Candy can afford a private plane. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I think they all would have given money to it, but, you know, Kenya was being shady. She didn't want to go with him. So instead of just saying that, she makes up this excuse. Oh, I wanted to get there earlier and set up everything, and this would have been quicker. And girl, just say you ain't feel like them. You ain't want to travel with them. And I don't think it would have been a big deal if she said, well, I just have a lot going on with the baby and the nanny. I would just travel separately to get there. I don't think it would have been a problem. But because she didn't say that, here is where they are. And I also think, I don't get what it is with the baby thing. I don't understand. They're mad at her because she's bringing Brooklyn, and they all would have liked to have brought their children. Would you? Let's be real here. She has to bring the nanny because she has to be with the child because she's in a custody issue with, what's his name? I don't got his name that fast. Brooklyn's baby daddy, Brooklyn's father. She's in something with him, and she doesn't need him using what she's doing on the show against her. So she's going to take the baby with her everywhere that she goes. It's okay, moms, to want a break from your kid. It's a full-time job. It's okay to want to leave the baby with the grandmom and go, to South Carolina for a quick little girls trip. There's nothing wrong with that. And I think they just take that on, which is like, I would have wanted to have my daughter here. Then the one housewife who would have said, well, I'm okay with leaving my kid. You know, she would have looked a certain way. So now everybody got to be upset about their kids not coming when there's probably a few of them who are just like, I'm kind of glad to get away. But you can't say that. So now everybody got to be on this train of being mad about their kid not coming. Listen, if you wanted your child to come, you would have brought them. Period. The show cannot tell you not to bring your kids, especially when they're filming them. You could have brought your child. You could have asked about that. You didn't. Why you got to ask Kenya permission to bring your baby? Even if she says, oh, this is an all-girls trip. It's my freaking child. I want to be with my child. You're not going to tell me not to bring my baby. You could have done it. You didn't. You made arrangements for the baby. Don't get mad at Kenya when you really should be mad at yourself, because now you're feeling guilty because her baby is here and your child isn't. I'm not a mom, but I wouldn't. I just feel like I'd be okay. I'd be like, oh my goodness, hey, Brooklyn. You want to bring your daughter? No, I'm okay. Yeah, she with a daddy. They got to spend that time together, the bonding. Ciao. I'm out with the girls dipping in and doing it, back. Girl, I don't have kids. I've watched them. They're a lot of work. So I get you guys wanting to take a break. Nothing wrong with it. Be honest. Be honest about it. Yes, the Inkwell. Why did I think that was filmed in South Carolina? Why did I think that? I don't know. Oh, Christine. I'm telling you, word on the street is that Drew gets LaToya together. Miss Sweet Rebel, what's up? Who takes a private plane for 30 minutes? Somebody who want to stunt? Because a 30-minute, like, I can get, guys, jets are expensive, right? But if you're going just a small distance, you could definitely do a private jet and, you know, split it between your friends or whatever, because in LA, the trip from LA to Vegas by plane is like not even an hour, right? I know so many people who do that, and they take, like, I guarantee you every picture that you have seen of a lot of people, a lot of influencers on Instagram in front of a private jet, they're at the Burbank airport, the Burbank private jet airport that we have here. I forget the name of it in Burbank, and they're all in front of the same plane, the same jet, at the same place, because it's dirt cheap. It really, really is for what you get. It's everybody can do a 30-minute jet ride, depending on what kind of jet it is, right? It's not that expensive when you really think about it. It really, really isn't. Now, is a plane ticket from LA to Vegas cheap? Yes. Is a private jet a bit more? Of course, because you're paying for these amenities, but I'm telling you, it's not astronomical. So she's just paying to get someplace quicker, but she's also paying, you know, for the look and the convenience and to stunt. Why not? I actually might do that for my birthday. I actually might, you know, rent a little jet. Just, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I don't have a problem with jets. I don't like them. I may take a picture in front of one, but no. I've seen Lambada. The Richie Sambora story. Nope. Tracy said, everyone dragged Monique. Kenya needs that same energy about kids. But if you notice, Tracy, I felt, oh, wait, I got a super chat. Hold on. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. Let me know, moderators, if I missed somebody else. But Christine said, I think Candy is going to get Kenya together during the reunion. Ooh. Love your reviews, and I have the hard floors as well, which I hate. Oh God, we're in the hard floor family. We're in the hard floor family together. Thank you so much, Christine. Yeah, his name is Mark. Thank you guys. Thank you, Casey. But yeah, I mean, it's not that expensive to do. It really, really isn't. If you can do it, do it. Treat yourself to it. Not me. Not me. I just feel like the pilots are not vetted like they need to be. Not for me. But it's cute. A nice little picture in front of one. I do it. Oh, but yeah, what I was saying about that, Tracy, with Monique, Tracy said everyone drag Monique. Kenya needs that same energy. Listen, fair is fair, right? But I was on Monique's side with that when Wendy was upset about not being able to bring her daughter. Can't nobody tell you not to bring your child. They can strongly suggest, but can't nobody tell you not to bring your child. And from the conversations the communication that we saw with Monique and the rest of the ladies, nobody told her not to bring her child. Nobody said that it was, an adults only trip, right? That's on you because you saw Ashley's son, her very young baby, and you felt some sort of way because your child was premature and she was not even a year, not even 6 months, and you felt guilty with seeing that child. How is it Monique's fault? It's not. It's not. So I'm on Kenya's side with this one. You want to bring your baby, bring your baby. Strange Black Media said exactly. All of the ladies have family in Atlanta. Kenya doesn't have, that's right, Black Media. Kenya doesn't have that familiar support in Atlanta. That they're being petty and looking for a problem. I agree. I really, really do, because I think they're already upset about the jet. So, guys, everything that Kenya does is going to annoy them because they're mad about that. That's what. So it's all building up. Is she being shady? Absolutely. I don't think she's being shady about Brooklyn. I don't. Wendy Sims 31 said Kim Phils brought her kids and everyone was mad. They were mad at them boys, but they're a little older. You know what I mean? I just feel like if your friend has a young child, like a baby, I think you should kind of expect, especially if they're nursing, I think you should kind of expect to see the baby. One of my really good friends, listen, her situation is different, right? When we would hang out with her, she would like the baby wouldn't come. And we all were like always expecting her to bring the baby. She was like, I left him with a father. And I'm like, the baby is 2 months. I'm like, do he know what to do? Like, I was always very nervous. But she was like, that's her father. He can watch his child. Like, I'm out. I'm out. She had no problem leaving her newborn with the dad. No problem. And we would like go there to pick her up. And he would be at the door with the baby in the thing. And she was like, all right, I'll be back by midnight. If not, I'll call you. I said, come on. Come on, girl. He'd be there at the door with the baby. I'm like, the baby can't even hold his head up. I'm like, you're leaving the baby with the dad. But he obviously did a great job because she always did it and the kids are fine. You know what I mean? But still, like, that's the only situation where I've ever seen that work. I guess I'm used to, in my experience, of the woman always bringing the very small baby with them when we're doing like, events. Because I don't know. For me, I just always seen that. So I was just like, of course you're going to bring the baby, especially if you're still nursing. Listen, she would be like, oh, I pumped. I'm good for the night. And I pumped for tomorrow too, so I could drink. Oh God, I have some great people in my life. Some great people, but that is the only time I've ever seen that. Only time. But again, if you want to bring your baby, bring your baby. Can't nobody tell you not to bring your baby. But I think they were like that with Kim Phils because her sons were a little bit older. They were a little rowdy, like boys are. Coos Gurley said 30 minutes over 5 hours in a hot sprinter. I'll take the jet if I have the money. That's another thing. They would have rather have done that, and they weren't given the option, so that was the issue. Yes, listen to Jeanette Marie Littleton. Let's get the lights up. Absolutely, F. Usher. Miss Gucci said, Miss Nikki, you are an amazing young lady. Oh, thank you. I love your great personality and kind spirit and mood. You make me smile. Love you. Oh, thank you, Miss Gucci. Love you too. As Usher said, I could put money on it. Listen, that's what you do. Like, get a private jet and, split it with your friends. It's really, I'm telling you, it's not. If you're going a short distance, if you're going across the country, oh, you won't pay a grip. A grip. If you're going a short distance, it's nothing. Oh yeah, Simply Simone. I can't even fly on big planes. You think I'm getting on a jet? My mother should have never let me watch the Richie Sambora story. Mm-mm. It's Latasha said, I would want a personal plane. Work. Work. Wendy Sims 31 said, I love tile floors or wood floors over some carpet. Having to use that carpet cleaner every couple of weeks. No, ma'am. Oh, I love my carpet. I'm a carpet girl. I have not met a hard floor that I enjoy. Ever. But this floor I hate it. I hate it. So many things have shattered on this floor. You know how many I have? It's a different kind, but I have these remotes to control my lights and my camera when I'm filming my edited videos. You know how many of those I've had to buy? Because if they fall, done. Done. This floor is so hard. It's unnecessary. Tracy said, who brings a baby on a sprinter for 5 hours? Kenya hit the jet and her bringing the baby. Yeah, that would have been very uncomfortable. Who's Kim? P said, I think Kim's youngest was a toddler like Brooklyn. Are we talking about don't be tardy for the party? Ooh. Why does Shamia have confessionals? I just thought about that. Why does she have confessionals? She's not a housewife. She's not a friend of the show. Why do they keep on giving Shamia confessionals? I don't have a problem with Shamia, but I'm like, if y'all going to give her confessionals, give her a freaking peach or make her a friend of the show. Like, y'all sprinkle her in as like she's freaking B-roll, then y'all give her a confessional. Why? She didn't need one. There was no reason for her to have a confessional. F. Usher said they must have been told to create some drama since the season started so slow. You know what, Usher? This is the one drama. This is the drama that I think is actually organic. I don't think this was manufactured. I think Drew was being messy, and Kenya was being messy. Kenya was being shady. Drew was being messy. Kenya didn't feel like them ladies going on a private jet. She's that girl who likes to look like she got more than everybody else. So she wanted to arrive on the jet and watch them, arrive while she has her wine and watch them arrive on a sprinter because she's that girl, right? Drew was being messy, acting like she did not know that they were traveling on a private jet, and she felt some sort of way about it too. So she said it to Kenya in front of the ladies, and she reiterated it again because she's trying, to be messy. I think the messiness just caught up to them. I don't think that this was something. I don't think this was storyline. I think they're just very annoyed by that moment, and then to get in a hot sprinter or a medium temperature sprinter, and then to hear about her bringing Brooklyn and her nanny. All of that stuff is just adding up to what they're really, adding on to what they're really mad about. This just seemed very organic to me. Mark definitely helped make the baby, but it's just like, dude, you allow Brooklyn to be filmed for a whole year last season. Now, because you and Kenya are going through it, you're going to be petty and not allow her to film? Yeah, Tony, I'm not a hard floor girl. Again, maybe when I finally experience heated floors, I'll have a different, reaction to hard floors. But until then, mm-mm. JB says what said that was Shamia's first confessional. First and too much. She didn't need a confessional. Shamia, we spent more time with Fallon than we did with Shamia. So why does she have a confessional? Unless she's going to be all up and down that stripper storyline, maybe then that'll make sense. But right now, I'm like, why are we getting a confessional with you? Would you? Why? And you're commenting on something that was so minute. What? It wasn't necessary for me. Hey, Shawana. Miss Brown Sugar said, because Shamia is good. I wish she was an official friend of the show. Oh, she's dry boots for me. Shamia has never linked herself, in my opinion, to making the show or the scene or the storyline any better. I don't. She's a very muted personality. No, again, this is no shade to Shamia. I'm just saying, as a viewer watching this show and also just thinking about TV production, I just don't think she really lends herself to being like a main character or even a supporting character. I just don't see it. Cloud says, I think it has more to do with Kenya extending the option of bringing their child. She did not give them a heads up, especially as the host. I enjoy your reviews, no matter how long they are. Thank you so much, Clouds. I get that. I can honestly understand that, but I just don't think they solely need to put that responsibility on her, because Kenya didn't say it, but you also didn't ask. Hey, you got a child. That should be in everything that you do. Hey, I'm nursing. Can I bring my baby? Or, hey, I miss my kid. Can I bring my kid with me? Or, hey, it's my time to be with my child. This is my custody time. So I have to, be with my kid. You mind if I bring my baby? Like, that wasn't said either. So you can't just be mad at the girl when you also didn't make an effort to bring your child. And I honestly feel like some of them are joining in on that because they don't want to be the one parent to be like, well, I didn't want my kid to come. I wanted this to be me time. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think they feel like they'll probably be shamed. So they're all going to run with this. Oh, we wanted to bring our kids too. It's okay to not want your kids at everything. Same thing. Simply Simone, same thing. Simply Simone said, I haven't trusted a small plane since Aaliyah passed. Aaliyah, Richie Sambora, Buddy Holly. I think she's a Mexican. I think she's Mexican. The Mexican singer. I think her name is Jenny Rivera. Kobe. I don't play with that stuff. Oh, I'm glad that you guys like Shamia. I think she would enjoy that people like seeing her on the show. Oh, did he? Simply Simone, I didn't know that. Simply Simone said, can we talk about Mark announcing the divorce being back on the day before Kenya's birthday? The petty. He's very petty. He's very petty. Pink Petal said Kenya needs to kick Chef Robles behind. Child, you got to consider the source. Because listen, I'm not going to sell his business, but I'm just like, you should have considered the source, honey. You should have considered the source. That's your friend? I'm good. Because listen, that man can cook, but he is a mess out in them streets. Anyway, thank you, Shannon, for the super chat. Thank you so much, my love. A mess. A mess. Ciao. Oh, thank you, P, for letting us know about Kim Fields' kids. But they were just rowdy little toddlers. So sometimes you don't feel like it. Sometimes you just want it to be a little girl's trip, especially when the kids, I think when they're smaller, you could probably deal with them a bit more. When they're like a little bigger and they are like biting stuff, biting furniture, biting people, it's like, because not everybody parent like you know what I mean? So it's like, The one mom will just let the son bite and be like, oh, his teeth are coming in. And I'm like, okay, well, tell your kid to stop biting my freaking Gucci boot. Like, what is going on? So people parent differently. So you might not want the child there. I think with babies, it's different. They're just, all you got to do is feed them, burp them, and put them to bed. They don't have conversations. They're pandas. They're cute little pandas. That's who they are. When they start getting to that age where they got their own personality and they like to, piss in people's gardens and stuff, that's when you can keep them there. I don't have a problem with babies. Unless the baby is teething and, there's nothing you can do. Not even Benadryl will put them down, baby. Or children's Motrin. Then it's just like, oh, girl, maybe you got to leave early. Because little Tyreek is getting annoying. I feel like I'm going to talk so different when I got kids. I'm so opinionated now, but I feel like when I got my own little babies, I'm going to have a totally different opinion. Poor Shekela said, I know Shamia was so happy to get that confessional. She's been trying. Poor Shekela, I think she wants to be on the show. I think it's her husband who is keeping her off. And do what you got to do. But I'll be like, you're not going to stop a check. Like, that's our check. You won't say no? Boy, bye. But I think he probably wants to preserve his marriage. And I get that. No, Tracy, I didn't read it. It just came out? If it just came out, send it right away so we can talk about it on here. I didn't read it. I told y'all, I don't be on their Instagrams. My Instagram is food and fashion. Food and fashion. And my friends. That's pretty much it. Simply Simone, I didn't even know who Jenny Rivera was. I live in LA. When she passed away, whoo, the neighborhood was in mourning. Friends were just like, I can't believe this. So I felt that. I didn't even know that lady, but I felt it. I was in it because everybody around me was mourning this person. It's Kima. I'm telling you, I also think that Kenya brought her daughter because she's going through a little custody thing with Mark. And Mark could use that against her in court and be like, well, she left the baby for 4 days to go film this trip. Why can't, if she can't be there with the child all the time who is really small, then she needs to be with me because he loved that baby. I'm not shocked that he's trying to get custody as well. I'm not shocked. He loves his daughter. But it's just like, who gonna be with the baby when you run in a restaurant? Ciao. Oh, is the restaurant still open? It's the pandemic. Who knows? He probably got a lot of time now. El Boogie said, I once had to fly 14 hours on a plane to Japan that had 5 hours of electrical problems in the middle of a storm next to a missionary. Talk about God's plan. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's when I take my ibuprofen. And I'm talking about prescribed ibuprofen. Them little 800 milligram ones, baby, that or Benadryl. If I'm on a long flight, I'm knocking myself out. Unless they got good movies. If it's a good movie on the plane, I can watch. Advice Squeeze said, we know about Chef R. Messy. But messy, but I'm still curious. I'm still, even if everything I heard, I'm still like, you know what? I would like to see it. Ciao. Let me get out of here so I can do The Bachelor. No, I'm not going. He's a good guy, but I'm just saying. He in them streets. He's a good guy. Yeah, go watch his reality show. He's grown from that though, but they be fighting over him. So I just know the way they fight over him. I just know. I'm like, this ain't all the food. This ain't all the food, girl. Pepe said, I'm no Kenya fan, but I wouldn't wish Mark on anyone. If Kenya wanted a baby, she should have done it on her own without the headache and expense of Mark Daly. Listen, she going through with that man. Oh, Kimberly took it back, way back. She said, put some whiskey or bourbon on them gums. Oh my God, today. You sound like my grandmother. You sound just like my grandmother. She was trying to do it to my little sister. My mom was like, absolutely not, Mom. Should I get worked on you? Rara Avis 777 said, I'm peaceful, but I feel like Mark will call me a domestic. Remember when we thought he was so good for Kenya? Child. It's the same thing with Bethany and her husband. Remember, we all loved her husband. We all thought that he was good for her. And look at him now. Look at him now. People get so ugly in divorce. How could you love somebody like that? And then when it's time to separate, you just hate their soul. What happens? You listen, ain't nothing wrong with it. Wendy Sims, the baby with their father. Wendy Sims said, me and my siblings are planning a trip for 7 days. My sister is having her 3-year-old with the dad. She want to have fun. Absolutely. My friend that I told you about, we're doing, because we were supposed to, every year we do like a annual bestie trip. And because of the pandemic, we couldn't do it. And then we also get together for the holidays. And, pandemic just ruined everything. So we moved it to this year. We hope that we don't have to move it again. But it's like a 10-day trip. And them kids are staying with their daddy. I'm so inspired. Listen, she got 4 kids. Girl, we love them babies. 10 days in a cabin? So the baby's going with their daddy. Oh, thank you. All right, I'm going to get off of here. But before I go, let's talk about what Tracy just sent me. I ain't get it, Tracy. Did you just do it? Oh, you did. Sorry. Exclusive Real Housewife of Atlanta store. What's wrong with my internet? Hold on. Let me log back on. AT&T is a joke. A whole joke. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore and Mark Daly call it quits again. Oh, I didn't know they were trying again. I didn't know they were trying. He always announces that their relationship is over. He released another statement saying that the marriage is ending for a second time. Oh, Lord. Daly claims that after a in the statement, Daly claims that after a recent mediation, the couple agreed to end the relationship, instead choosing to focus on co-parenting their 2-year-old daughter, Brooklyn Daly. Oh, this is the statement. After recently attending mediation, Kenya and I have agreed to end our marriage. I will always have great care for her and look forward to I can never say this word, amicably continuing to co-parent our daughter, Brooklyn, with the abundance of love and wisdom. As always, in addition to perpetual self-improvement, my primary focus will continue to be helping the undeserved and people of color in Brooklyn to recover from the negative impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. This focus will take shape through using my restaurant as a community hub with positive and diverse perspectives on important topics such as economic empowerment, social activism, and political engagement can be highlighted in a safe and productive forum. I'm blessed to be a positive change agent for not just my family, but also my community. Peace and love, Mark Daly. What the hell that got to do with Kenya and the baby? See, this is what I'm saying about these men. This is what I'm saying about these housewives men. They always make it seem like the women has changed, but the guys eat this fame up because in a statement that he released to us, that ain't our business, but he's releasing it to us, not Kenya. Kenya's on the show. She's not doing that. He's releasing it and he's telling us that his marriage is over while also advertising his business. Them men love them. I'm telling you, these men are a fan of the housewife shows. I'm telling you, they watch it just like us. Oh, wow. They watch these shows. There was no reason to advertise your business when you're talking about your ex-wife and your baby. And why are you releasing a statement? You're not on the show. Ugh. I'm reviewing what movie did I just watch? Salt and Pepper. Man, it's so sad because there are so many women that could be so successful, but the men in their lives ruin it for them. Ruin it for them. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. He keeps on releasing these statements about the breakup. For somebody who don't like the cameras, you sure do like the attention it brings. Oh, Miss Brown Sugar, that's a good point. Miss Brown Sugar said if this was an agreement, they would have released a joint statement. He dirty. Miss Sweet Rebel said promo in his divorce statement. Exactly. That threw me off. That threw me off. Simply Simone, what in the self-promotion? Yeah, that was weird. That was really weird. Nobody asked for this. This was not needed. Oh no, Tony, I didn't see what Funky said. I'll watch it after this, after Bachelor. Hey, Soprano too. Chocolate Capricorn. I have mixed reviews about the Salt and Pepper movie. I think because it was just so nostalgic. I enjoyed it, but there were some issues. There were some issues. The gist of it is men ruin everything. They picked some guys that just were not good for them, and unfortunate. Oh, I talk about Spinderella in that review. Girl. Oh, Drew was on That So Raven. Listen, Drew has a resume. She really, really does. But this industry is fickle, especially when you Black. So, mama, don't turn your nose up to YouTube. You might be here sooner than later. Yeah, Spinderella, they did her dirty. Well, guys, let me get out of here. I got to start Bachelor in 5 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me. I always enjoy doing these with you. If you enjoy The Bachelor, you can join me in about 5 minutes. I'm going to do a batch chat where we just talk about all the Bachelor tea that's happening in Bachelor Nation. If you have anything that you want to discuss, hit your girl up on Instagram. My name on Instagram is NikkiNicoleStar. That's NikkiNicoleStar, and we can discuss it moving forward. I'll be doing, because I feel like we just always have a lot to talk about. I'll just be doing just regular chats where we're just chatting so that we can get out the stuff that we want to talk about without having to have the preface of a show that we all watch together. So love you guys. Thank you for spending time with me, and I will see you hopefully for a batch chat in about 4 minutes. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah. Gotta do much better if you want to dance with me tonight. Gotta work.